Hello, everyone. Today we are going to talk about research as in defining the very, very basic concept of research. This video is for those who are complete beginners and want to know what research means. So let me start with a very, very basic definition. I always tell this definition to my students. Research is a systematic investigation of a research problem to discover something new. Now, there are several keywords here, and we are going to take a look at all of them separately. The first one is systematic. Now, saying that research is a systematic process means it follows a step-by-step method. There is a proper procedure to research. If you're not doing something with a proper procedure, you're probably not doing research. So that's the first criteria for research. It needs to be systematic. It needs to follow a step-by-step process. The second one is investigation. Research is always going to be something that you search, you investigate, you look for. So it should be something that needs that investigation. It should be something that merits investigation. The third key term here is that it's a research problem. So what do we research? We research on a topic, on an issue. We need to be able to choose an appropriate topic for which research is needed. So you're not just going to take any random topic. A lot of my students sometimes come up with topics that are more like essay topics, like John Keats is an escapist. Well, we already know that Keats was an escapist. That's not something that merits investigation. So it's not a proper research problem. Another thing that is being said in this definition is that it should discover something new, which means that the end result of your whole research, the thing that you investigated and you followed a step-by-step process, you found an answer to a problem. Now, what is your result? Your analysis, your results should be something new. It should add to existing knowledge. You should be able to come up with some new conclusion. This is very important, very key. Like, for example, if somebody is investigating the Hamertia and Hamlet, we already know what the Hamertia and Hamlet is. This is something that does not, it cannot possibly help us discover something. So we are not going to consider that as a research. For beginner researchers, sometimes it's very difficult to understand the scope of their study. When I say they cannot understand the scope of their study, I mean it's very difficult for them to realize that it's not going to be groundbreaking information. You're not going to come up with a new theory that nobody has ever thought of before. However, you should be able to come up with some little aspect in your investigation that has a fresh side to it. For example, speaking anxiety in second language learners in the classroom is a topic that obviously has been researched by a lot of people. A lot of research has been published on this topic. However, there is still room for doing something in your own context. Like if I do a study at a public sector university in Sindh, Pakistan, I will be able to come up with some new conclusions. I will be able to say that these, even if my results say something similar to what has already been published, I can say that these participants also have the same issues as given by another study. That in itself is a finding, that in itself is new information, and that also is enough for a new research study. All right, so research is something that we do in a systematic process. We try to search for something related to an issue, a problem, a controversial statement that we have read, and we try to discover something. I hope that makes sense. Thank you so much.